In this Path of Exile 2 video, I bring you this amazing beginning to early game witch build, which has helped me storm through the first 10 levels and every boss that's been in my path with a breeze. Today I bring you everything you need to know to set this up. How's it going, guys? My name is DPJ. Now before we go any further, if Path of Exile 2 is a game you do want to play but you don't have early access to it, well, now is your chance to win. Simply drop a like on this video, leave me a comment down below and make sure you are subbed. I'll pick one winner from the comments section and announce them as the winner on tomorrow's video. So good luck to everybody. Win this for yourself or a friend, either or, guys. So Path of Exile 2 is a brand new game, and well, I was told that early game is actually super difficult. It's like a mixture of Souls and Diablo. I'm here like we must be playing different games because I've breezed through the first 10 levels. And to be honest, although I've loved every second of it, the game is massively fun for sure. It really doesn't seem that hard, especially with this build I bring you today. Now in regards to this early game build, that's exactly what this is. It requires nothing you can't get real early on. Everything in this setup is given to you on a plate and nothing you have to work for or grind for. In fact, I'm certain players watching this, just getting into the game, using the witch, can even add their own little bit to this if they want to, that is, or take part of it and the tips and tricks I suggest while using this build and incorporate into your own. So as I make this video, I'm a level 8. Everything I have fought so far has been a breeze, and I think it's because of the early setup I'm using, which is what I suggest you guys go for if you're using that witch. Best thing about this is too, because it's so early, there's little to no effort required for you guys to put in, and if you don't like it, it don't work for you, scrap it and move on. So this build right now has a perfect balance of survivability and damage output. Okay, so let's get into it. And skills. The first path I took was a +10 to maximum energy shield, and I've worked my way up here to 2 more nodes, the 15% increased maximum energy shield. I've then worked into spell and minion damage, up to the fork and then going left, giving us more spell damage and minion damage. The next node I'm working towards and unlocking next is the Raw Destruction, because of that spell damage, minion damage and the plus intelligence, which is massive for this build. I also have a weapon already waiting to be applied to this build as soon as I get that little extra intelligence, which we will come to in a second. Right now, as I level up and unlock more skill points, I'll be working both towards my minions and spell damage as well as that survivability. But things can change in a game this big with so many possibilities. But again, guys, this is an early game build to help those newcomers and early game players out. So in regards to armor, I have legit just been using things which I know help what I'm doing here. Some of these items though are definitely not perfect, but because it's so early on, I really don't care. But for the most part, they do offer certain things which help us. And again, nothing here is hard to come by. In fact, everything you see here, you should see plenty of right off the bat and as you play and level up. So just keep an eye on the extras they offer you, and if they help you, slot it on. Now in regards to weapons and their skills here, I'm using the wand here which has that chaos bolt on it, which is amazing at hitting distant targets, but at the same time as using this skill, it auto summons my skeletal minions, which is a skill on my offhand weapon or left hand weapon. So yeah, my main hand weapon here is the Withered Wand of Talent. My left hand weapon here is the Lord's Rattling Scepter. And then guys, I also have a staff on here too, which offers that skill of Lightning Bolt, which is utterly fierce early on in my experience. It's actually devastating. Now in regards to these skills, what I have done so far is added a socket of chain to the Chaos Bolt, which is pretty good so far, and I've also added Withering Touch, because as you can see there's a chance to wither enemies on hit. On the Lightning Bolt, I've added that concentrated effect for that AoE, which is great against multiple enemies, which is what this game is massively about. I mean, you get surrounded a lot of time by a lot of enemies, and this is perfect for that. So yeah, this does great damage and will only get better. Now we'll add more to these as I level, but right now, these are perfectly fine. These are great early on. But other skills used at the moment are what you can see on screen now. Skeletal Warrior, which I plan on investing in next. We have Unearth, which is great at raising allies after you've killed them to help you in battle. I actually spam this out quite a lot, so this needs to be worked on too. My Skeletal Sniper minion spawns automatically with my Warrior minions when I use that Chaos Bolt. And Contagion is the latest one I've added here, where it affects an enemy with a debuff, and if said enemy dies with that debuff applied to them, it will spread to other enemies. While you are doing damage with your other skills too, guys, you can actually see this take effect, and it spreads like a wildfire throughout your foes. It's pretty good, to be honest, which is why I chose to use and test it, and I'm glad I did. Now, going back to that weapon I almost forgot about showing you guys. It's the one I want the extra intelligence for. So it's for this one right here, the Fervent Withered Wand of Anarchy, which grants me a level 3 to that Chaos Bolt, and also adds a little bit of fire into my mix too, so I can also start investing there also. Now this weapon I purchased from Una. I believe it cost me like 450 gold, not much whatsoever. She can be found within the Clearfell encampment town, where she also has many other weapons too, and actual upgrades on what I'm using here. I just don't have enough gold to buy them, so I need to farm a bit more, get more gold, and probably upgrade the weapons, the other weapons I'm using here, like the staff and the spectre. Now, in regards to my character stats, as you can see, nothing special, nor should you expect any different this early on. Now, the way you use this build is quite simple. For boss damage, I'm basically sitting back using my lightning bolt, and then using my chaos bolt too, which, like I said, summons my minions, and you can literally just rotate around these. But you definitely want to try and play at a distance. You don't want to be all up in the face of any boss in this game. I mean, like I said earlier, if you do get overcome by minions, small adds, you can use that lightning bolt to absolutely destroy them. This does work on a boss too, but a lot of bosses in this game sometimes have those one-hit mechanics, so yeah, you can see these much better at a distance. A lot of bosses will rush you too, but it's all about rolling out of the way, dodging out of the way. I'm guessing that's where a lot of people are feeling the souls comes into this. I mean, that's the only thing that I can feel. There's a dodge in this game, which isn't a perfect like dodge system like we see in Elden Ring and games like this, but it definitely works to your advantage if you just know how to use it. I mean, I use it a lot and it helps me out wonders, it really does. But yes, in regards to bosses, guys, this setup is perfect for them. Like I said, just keep your distance and you really shouldn't be having much of a problem here. Lightning bolt does devastating damage, your chaos bolt too does great damage, and again at the same time doing this, it will summon your minions. But don't forget, you also have that Unearth too, so if you take out smaller adds and you need to summon your minions, summon those allies, use your Unearth, guys. Again, this is a skill I do spam out. Now, in regards to general play, clearing out areas of enemies, what I normally do is I like to pile them all up and then just take them out multiple at a time. It's much easier than trying to like pinpoint and target multiple enemies if you're in the middle and they're all surrounding you. I think it's easier just run around in circles, gather them all up and just slay them with that lightning bolt, or bring your minions into the mix too, let them party. It's completely up to you. But a witch right now, in my opinion, is probably the better class to use, but hey, that's just my opinion from what I've heard and seen as well. The witch is definitely the way forward, but we will see, guys, as the game progresses. I saw a tweet they put out earlier about them already nerfing one skill, so that's wild too. You'll see that on screen now. But yeah, guys, there we have it for a great witch early game build, and well, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it helps you out also. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, leaving a like really helps out. If you like what you see and want to see more, be sure to subscribe, and hopefully, guys, I will see you on that next one.